How do we help children stuck on the mythology angle? By Krishna's mercy. Ajyascha shraddhanash cha sanshayatma vinashyati nayam loko istinaparo na sukham sanshayatmanaha. Quote, but ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness. For the doubting soul there is happiness, neither in this world nor in the next. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 4:40.
Ashamed to admit it, but sometimes those thumbnails catch my attention and I feel compelled to click. I stumbled upon one of those online videos showing a small child reciting verses from Bhagavad-gita. They were describing the larger Mahabharata epic as well. For sure, the parents should be proud. After all, the children are known to be what is called chanchal. This is a Sanskrit word describing someone who is restless or constantly moving about. To hear and learn Bhagavad-gita requires attention and focus. There should be dhyan, which is meditation. For a child to show such an inclination is extraordinary. What to say about one who retains the information and can express themselves clearly to others? Of course, leave it to me to find the negatives. Later on, the child in this video admits that they do not fully believe everything they hear. For centuries, this has been the bump in the road, so to speak. How to have faith in someone who lifted a mountain as a child, who swallowed a forest fire, and who displayed the cosmic manifestation on command to a struggling bow warrior. How to believe in a monkey-like figure who can leap across an ocean, a single military man capable of defeating 14,000 fighters at once, and amazing items produced out of churning an ocean using a mountain peak. I get it why adults would have a difficult time, but if even young children are doubting, does that not indicate a larger problem? How do we get these kids to believe? I would rather they not be inclined towards the mythology angle, since that is nonsense to me. I will never accept that esteemed figures like Valmiki, Vyasa, and Nard spent their time working on fiction. It would be a giant waste of time, when there is already so much occurring in the natural world, to fill any void for spellbinding content. No, Harikatha is indeed real and true. But how do we get future generations to buy in without necessarily forcing it upon them?
Bhutagramasa evayam, bhutva bhutva praliyate, ratrya agame vashaparth, prabhavatya ahar agame. Quote, again and again the day comes, and this host of beings is active, and again the night falls, O Partha, and they are helplessly dissolved. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 8:19. It depends who is teaching them. If it is someone like Hiranyakashipu, the leader of the Daityas, then, of course, the understanding will be incorrect. If it is someone who is inimical to divinity, who is against worship of a singular almighty being, who frowns upon dedicating an entire lifetime towards yagya, which is sacrifice, then the tendency will be to go in the direction of illusion. That is the fuel of the engine of karma to begin with. Rebirth takes place for only as long material desire, kama, remains. That material desire is against bhakti, which is desire for the satisfaction of the highest being of all. Rashi karunikas tasya pradad ubhayam ishwaraha dharmasya tattvam jnanam cha mam appe uddishya nirmalam. Quote, Narad Muni delivered his instructions both to me, who was within the womb, and to my mother, who was engaged in rendering him service. Because he is naturally extremely kind to the fallen souls, being in a transcendental position, he gave instructions on religion and transcendental knowledge. These instructions were free from all material contamination. Srimad Bhagavatam 7:7-15. If someone like Narad Muni is teaching the children, there is every chance to overcome any and all obstacles of doubt. Prahlad Maharaj heard from Narad. Prahlad heard while in the womb. He could not render service. He could not inquire submissively. Still, there was enough potency to the interaction to overcome the subsequent interference from the inimical father. As powerful as Hiranyakashipu was, he could not take down Prahlad. Tad vidya pranipatena, pari prashnena sevaya, updekshanti te jnanam, jnaninas tattva darshinaha. Quote, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 4:34. If the child or even adult has a difficult time believing in what they view as mythology, then have them explain something already in front of them. The premise from the doubter is that if these depictions from Shastra were to come to life, to repeat in front of the eyes at the present moment in time, then there would no longer be doubts. Well, there is already so much available right now. For instance, how does a tiny seed produce a giant tree? The doubter should seriously think about it. The seed is nothing on its own. There is no magic chip embedded inside. There is no external fuel source. The seed produces something to provide shelter, to provide nourishment, and to even provide energy. How does that happen? Why does another seed, which looks similar in appearance, produce something entirely different? Where is the indication of distinction? Where is the programming? The results will appear on schedule too. The transformation is so fixed within nature that Sri Rama uses the trees and the resultant flowers as a way to describe how the doer of sinful deeds eventually gets what is coming to them. Avashyam labhate jantu phalam papasya karmana, ghoram paryagate kale druma pushpamivartavam. Quote, just as a tree starts to blossom during the proper season, so the doer of sinful deeds inevitably reaps the horrible fruit of their actions at the appropriate time. Lord Rama, speaking to Kara, Valmiki Ramayana, Aranya Kand 29:8. Arjuna appeared on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjuna had doubts. Arjuna approached Krishna. Arjuna later asked to see the Virat Rupa. Krishna obliged. Arjuna described what he saw. That interaction was documented in Bhagavad-gita, which appears inside of Mahabharata. Whether 1 year passes or 1,000 years, the event does not change. Manyase yadi tatshakyam, maya drashtum iti prabho, yogeshwar tato me tvam, darshayatmanam avyayam. Quote, if you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that universal self. Arjuna, Bhagavad-gita 11:4. Any skeptic can find an alternate explanation. They can find an excuse to turn away, to think that Krishna is just some ordinary man or a fictional character depicted in an ancient Sanskrit text. That choice is always there. For the one who has heard from the proper source, who then carefully deliberates on their own, there is everything to gain. In closing, to chart a proper course, just consider the source. If Hiranyakashipu teaching, then worse destination reaching. Whereas Narad kindly to bless, so Prahlad never to guess. That Vishnu true with authority commanding, even within that strong pillar standing.